iconic blue and white glides low across the skyline, majestic and steady, a powerful symbol of American leadership and global diplomacy. All eyes are now on the runway as the aircraft makes its final descent. Airport personnel are lined along the tarmac, cameras are poised, and every movement is timed to perfection. And in just a few moments, Air Force One will touch down on Malaysian soil, marking the official arrival of President of the United States, Donald Trump. And now, the moment that we have been waiting for. Air Force One has come to a stop on the tarmac of Complex Bunga Raya in Kuala Lumpur International Airport. We can see now it clearly, the world's most recognizable plane, Air Force One, majestic, commanding, and unmistakably American. It carries with it not only the President of the United States, but also the weight of history and diplomacy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is a specially customized version of the plane. Measures more than 70 meters in length with a wingspan of nearly 60 meters, large enough to serve as a fully functional flying White House. Every inch of this aircraft has been designed for safety, security, and statecraft. The blue and white livery gleams under the Malaysian sun, the upper half painted in ivory white, the lower section in light blue, divided by a gold line that runs elegantly from nose to tail. In bold capital letters are the words United States of America, flanked by the American flag on the tail, a powerful emblem of presence and authority. Well, Air Force One flies with advanced communication system that allows the President to speak securely with world leaders, military commanders, and the White House Situation Room, even at a cruising altitude. Its defense systems are classified, but we know it is protected by electronic countermeasures, flares, radar jammers, and even shielding against electromagnetic pulses. And now as it rolls slowly onto the taxiway, Air Force One. And you can see the presidential seal emblazoned beside the front door, the same door from which every US president since Ronald Reagan has stepped out of to meet world leaders. That seal, along with this distinctive blue underbelly and polished nose, makes this aircraft a global symbol of American power and diplomacy. And ladies and gentlemen, wherever Air Force One lands, it signifies more than just an arrival. It announces the presence of the United States, a blend of protocol, prestige, and political purpose. And today, as it touches down here at Complex Bunga Raya, Kuala Lumpur International Airport, it becomes part of yet another chapter in the long-standing relationship between Malaysia, ASEAN, and the United States. now, ladies and gentlemen, the majestic Air Force One is slowly making its way along the taxiway, approaching the ceremonial tarmac here at Complex Bunga Raya, Kuala Lumpur International Airport. It moved with steady grace, escorted closely by airport security vehicles and ground marshals, guiding the world's most famous aircraft to its designated position. And every movement on this tarmac now follows precise choreography. The Royal Malaysia Police, Airport Security, and the US Secret Service advance team are in full coordination, ensuring perfect timing and safety as the aircraft nears the red carpet area. Ground crews are motionless in their positions, signaling readiness for the arrival sequence. The sound of the engines hums deeply in the air, a reminder of the immense power these aircraft carries, both literally and symbolically. Inside the plane is the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, who in just a few minutes will make his way down the aircraft stairs to meet His Excellency Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim. And as the aircraft comes to a gentle halt, the anticipation builds. Camera flashes sparkle from the press zone. The ceremonial preparation is ready. The guard of honor stands firm. In moments, the staircase will be aligned and the door of Air Force One will open, revealing the leader of the United States stepping onto Malaysian soil for this historic visit. And as Air Force One comes to a complete stop, the scene here at Complex Bunga Raya transforms into one of color, rhythm, and national pride. The welcoming ceremony now will begin, a moment steeped in tradition and diplomacy. And now taking their places at the forefront of the ceremonial grounds, the talented dancers from JKKN, joined by performers from various educational institutions, now present a vibrant Malaysian welcome dance. As the dancers perform, the backdrop could not be more symbolic. The Chalu Kemilang and the stars and stripes waving proudly side by side against the morning sky. Two nations bound by friendship, mutual respect, and the spirit of cooperation that has grown stronger through the decades. Now, ladies and gentlemen, their staircase has been carefully aligned with the forward door of Air Force One. And we can see the ground personnel move with precision and composure, each step coordinated under the guidance of the US Secret Service and airport protocol officers. Every gesture here is deliberate, every movement rehearsed to its position. Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim making his way forward along the red carpet, accompanied by senior protocol officers. a display of high diplomatic courtesy, the Prime Minister will personally greet the President of the United States, Donald Trump, before the formal descent. And now, as preparations reach their final stage, the Guard of Honor from the 1st Battalion of the Royal Malay Regiment is now fully in position on the ceremonial ground. And each soldier stands in flawless formation, uniforms immaculate, medals polished, and rifles gleaming under the morning sun. Their posture, precision, and discipline reflect the highest traditions of the Malaysian Armed Forces. The Guard of Honor will soon render the official salute to the visiting head of state, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, as he steps out from the Air Force One. And this ceremonial display represents the respect Malaysia extends to every visiting world leader, an emblem of friendship, dignity, and sovereignty. And the atmosphere here is one of the quiet anticipation and absolute precision. Every element, from the positioning of the soldiers to the coordination of protocol officers, has been planned to the finest detail. The media, diplomatic corps, and senior officials maintain their gaze toward the aircraft door, awaiting that historic moment when it finally opens. Well, at the red carpet, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim waits patiently, calm and composed, ready to extend Malaysia's warm welcome to the visiting president. This stillness carries its own meaning, the discipline, decorum and dignity that define every official state ceremony on Malaysian soil. In just a few moments, the door of Air Force One will open, and this air of expectation will give way to applause, ceremony, and history in motion. For now, the nation waits, united in pride, as the world watches the symbolic exchange of friendship between Malaysia, ASEAN, and the United States. And now, here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that we have been waiting for. The door of Air Force One has opened, and emerging now, President of the United States of America, Donald Trump. Stepping out from the aircraft cabin, the President pauses briefly at the doorway, acknowledging the ceremonial reception that awaits him below. The bright Malaysian sun reflects off the Air Force One, creating a striking image of power and diplomacy, a moment that will be remembered in both nations' history. And there it is, a historic moment captured live here at Complex Bunga Raya, Kuala Lumpur International Airport. A warm handshake just now between Prime Minister and President of the United States. And now both leaders Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim and President Donald Trump walked side by side along the red carpet here at Complex Bunga Raya. It is a graceful moment of diplomacy, a gesture of friendship that speaks of mutual respect between ASEAN, Malaysia and the United States. Following the ceremonial honours, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim is introducing President Donald Trump to members of the Malaysian Cabinet and senior government officials gathered here at the Complex Bunga Raya. This is indeed a rare and historic moment unfolding live here at Complex Bunga Raya. For the very first time, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim and President Donald Trump stand together, two leaders from two nations meeting face to face on Malaysian soil. It is a scene filled with significance, the convergence of leadership, experience and vision. And for Malaysia and ASEAN, this meeting represents continuity and confidence in global diplomacy. For the United States, it reaffirms the strength of friendship and cooperation with a steadfast partner in Southeast Asia. And the exchange between the two leaders is warm, courteous and genuine. You can see the mutual respect, a reflection of Malaysia's diplomatic grace and the American spirit of engagement. Moments like this, though brief, carry the weight of decades of partnerships and the promise of future collaboration. And what a wonderful sight we are witnessing right now at Complex Bunga Raya. In rare and light-hearted moment, President Donald Trump has joined the Malaysian dancers, moving to the cheerful rhythm of the ensemble, a spontaneous gesture of goodwill that instantly lights up the ceremony. ceremony continues. We can see Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim and President Donald Trump engaging in a light and friendly conversation here on the tarmac of Complex Bunga Raya. Nearby is the presidential limousine, the family of black state car known worldwide for its security and symbolism, and beside it, the Malaysian Prime Minister's vehicle ready to lead the convoy. Both are surrounded by tight yet discreet coordination from the Royal Malaysia Police, the US Secret Service and the airport security personnel. Now both Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim and President Donald Trump enter the vehicle, the motorcade doors closing gently behind them. In just a moment, the convoy will depart from Complex Bunga Raya, making its way toward Kuala Lumpur Convention Centre, where the ceremony will continue.